Alright, so we're going to get this old beast going. The track's going on next. I had some trouble with the back brake shoes, being that I had a spongy, well, you could say brake pedal, but whatever you want to call it. Lever, same thing, it's got a drum. It's just like driving a car with drum brakes with the drums out of adjustment. It was really spongy and I couldn't get the air out of it. Got the air out of it by taking the wheel cylinder off, turned it upside down with the line still attached. Anyway, I couldn't fit a star wheel adjuster in there like this. I was going to custom make something. Then I decided just to, if you watched some of my videos in the past, I talked about putting more weld on those pins to bring them back out farther. They go in the wheel cylinder, and that's exactly what I did. Now I have a great brake pedal, or steering lever, whatever you want to call it. Feel. Brake. I'm going to call it brake pedal, even though it's not. And we're going to clean this mess up here. I'm going to put some fresh gas in it because it's empty. That's why it wouldn't run right. And we're going to start her up. And there's two options. I have to put this track back on. I could roll it out front of that, out front there, but the ground's not level anymore from the kids and the go-kart. They got that quite bermed up coming around the corner there. Quite hard to see, but at this angle you can see it's pretty deep. And I don't think it's going to sit level, so option two is I'm going to roll the track out alongside it, jack the tank out, up, and then I'm going to clean the wheels off, grease everything. This wheel bearing here is junk, but it'll have to do for now. Hear that? There's probably a few more in here, but Montreal bearing and Belleville, I can get all the bearings for it. Just not going to do it right now. I should, but I want to get it back together. Okay, so that option is I'm going to roll this track out beside it, jack the tank up, use a bar, pry the track over, and then maybe I can drive it forward enough to get the track on, or use the hob on the back to pull it on with a rope. It have to be a heavy rope. I'll put the rope through the other end, not this end, but the other end inside there, and string it along up top here, and then wrap around the hub. And I could use the tank's power in reverse to pull the track over top. But I may be light enough a couple of guys to pull it on anyway. And then when I get it back here, I'm going to have to come up with some kind of track jack and put the pin right here. I was looking at some hydraulic ones, but I think I'm going to try to use a ratchet strap of some kind and just go through the center holes here, or make a steel bar to go from here to here. I have a design in mind and I might go with it. So first things first, let's get it cleaned up. We'll get it running again.
If you eat one, you're fine?
Yeah, you're fine.
Tanner ate like 4 of them.
That's alright. But they gotta be black, dude. They're not really tasty enough to eat the other. I would not want to do this if we're getting shot at. This should be interesting. I wonder if I can do this. Definitely should have had a track reinstalling party. I know my cousin. Yeah, baby. That's what we're giving muscles for, right? Not that bad. I should have played with the track adjuster though. Alright, let's go the old fashioned way. See how it is. Imagine if you're getting shot at, you could probably do it a lot faster, right? The problem is now I got too much weight on the top. Oh wait, you shouldn't say that. I got another idea. Okay. So, I need some kind of device to pull this track and this one together. So I can put that pin in there. And I should have did it down here. I think I can get it here. That one's falling out too, look. I used to take links out to tighten the track up. And these holes got wore out. I might better leave that one out. There's another one right there. Broken off. Alright, so it's the next night and we're going to try a little thing. Yes, 2 pieces of threaded rod with hooks on it would work. That's probably what I was going to end up making anyway. But get rooting around in my toolbox and remembered I had an old coil spring compressor. Some of you may remember these. These used to go up in rear-wheel drive cars and they would go in. You can see one shorter and one longer. They would hook in, they would go up in place to where the shock was on the front. You'd fold that up and stick it through the hole. You'd unfold it inside and you'd compress the spring, coil spring on the front of a car. Well, I'm going to try to hook that sucker in there, and I don't know if I can hook it on the outside here, hopefully. More likely I'm going to have to release this and then hook it from there to there and then try to use the ratchet to drive it in. That's the game plan. Do that, or I have to, and I may have to do this anyway, go up front, loosen my adjusters off, there, 1, 2, third one's down there. I don't really want to touch that because this thing's been bashed up a bit. I'll give it a closer look. You can see where they've welded pieces of bolts and stuff in there, probably from ramming cars or jumping it, I have no idea. But anyway, there's your lock for the self-adjuster on the bottom. So I'm not quite sure how they pry this. There must be a tool that goes in the front half here. You can see it's been cut off already on both sides. It's probably something that's, I think I have a picture of it on some of the Bren guns. I haven't got to editing my footage yet, and I'll include that after. Anyway, it must stick out here and then it pulls it with that somehow. But anyway, it's busted, so I got some slack right there. I'm hoping that that's enough and it'll be tight enough. I don't need the track to warp anymore because the center wheels have been welded to the hull. Not my doing. Okay, let's install this.
Why would that one happen?
Alright, let's see if we can get this guy hooked up. I'm hoping it'll go in those holes there. More than likely it's not going to work, but it would work in those. It's a matter of getting it hooked. Pretty sure I can hook it in the top one. Or not. Let's try this. Maybe I can hook it in there, like that. That might work. It's probably going to pull it crooked though. I need to get in the center one. Very interesting. Yeah, it's going to pull crooked. If I hook that on the side like that, she's going to pull it all crooked. You can try it, I guess. Okay, I'll come right back to you when I get hooked up. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to undo my strap and pull it straight because I don't think this is going to work too good this way. This should be really in the center on the bottom. Well, never know. Seems to be working, but I think we're going to have an alignment issue after. Still got some slack in the track. I don't think I'm going to pull it tight enough together. Well, it was going together. Almost there, but I think it's just too tight now.
You mean too loose?
It's too tight. I think it's going to be too tight, and that's probably not going to work because too tight, and your suspension will flex at all, and it might break the track. I don't know yet. Okay, so it was going to be too tight. I opted to put the link back in, I'm gonna have to take care of the adjustment at the front. It's still got a little bit there, so I hope I can get enough out of it. So let's just hope I can get enough out of this. I need a third pair of hands. There it goes. Ah, success. Now I just gotta scrounge for some washers and cotter pins on the backside. Then I need to check each one of these, make sure there's no more missing the cotter pin out of it. We should be able to roll after this. See, that'd be perfect tension right there. And I'll show you what I mean. It's not a lot of droop on the top, just a little bit, but you need a little bit for the suspension to move. So, of course, it should go down. Okay, so there should be. Track's back on. Just have to tension it up, and have to do that for both sides. So. Okay, I just need to add a couple washers and cotter pins. It should be good to go. And I need to check each one of these because I found another one right here that has some issues. Probably if I put a washer on that and welded it this end here, it wouldn't come off again. I may do that with one of these, I'm not sure. I need to jack each side of the tank up and check both sides of the track before I go for another drive. That way I can assure that it's not going to fall out. Alright, so thanks for being patient, guys. Next video, hopefully I won't bore you with putting cotter pins in there. I might tension the track up and show you how I'm going to do that. I'm not quite sure yet. So, because obviously it's been cut, the front, so I might have to weld something on there to make a tensioner. It doesn't look too bad there right now, the tension. I'm not sure why it flew off. Probably because it's doing donuts and it's got like 2 to 3 times the horsepower than it's supposed to have under there. But yeah. Anyway, so please subscribe, rate, thumbs up or down, I don't care, and share this video. It helps me out a lot. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so now, because hopefully I'm not going to give a time frame, but I want to crush some cards with it. Okay guys, talk to you later. Bye.